I've always felt that Alia and I have a really unique connection. I mean, she almost feels like a daughter to me. And I think that connection, frankly, has grown over time. And some of the adversity that she's experienced, I think, has brought us even closer together. When she was 8, 9 years old, we started seeing symptoms.
There was swelling in the joints. There was, at a certain point, organ involvement, and it sort of came in waves over a period of about 2 years. And it would come and it would dissipate until I was about 11 years old when I was officially diagnosed with lupus.
It's really hard to see that happen to someone who's so young and someone who had so much energy and optimism and playfulness. And I felt that, in a way, her childhood had been taken from her.
Before my lupus diagnosis, I, of course, loved and admired my uncle. After I was diagnosed, I had to lean on him and I had to rely on him in a way that I didn't need to before. He became my rock.
We obviously were there to be with her and help her, fight through this. As a result, one of the things we really decided to do was we're going to rally around her and support her and try to make a positive impact.
He was going to do anything possible to make things better. And even if at that time he didn't know what that meant or how to do that, he was going to try to find the people who would know everything that there is to know about lupus.
I started doing research in New York City to try to understand who's engaged in advocacy, in research, in fundraising for lupus. I learned that the Lupus Research Alliance was really a marquee organization, and it gave me a sense of empowerment. And so I'm very grateful to the LRA for that.
There was a lot of support and a lot of guidance from the organization that I wouldn't have had otherwise unless he found them.
As I was trying to come up with ways that we could make a positive impact, one of those that was quite obvious was, well, why don't we raise money and why don't we raise awareness?
We came up with the idea to co-found the Rally Against Lupus
and bring people from my personal and professional network.
We would set up a ping pong tournament, something that was a fun experience and could sort of connect to people who are younger.
Over the last 6 years, we've raised aggregately $5 million through that event, and it's kind of amazing. One of the things that's really special about the event is that people get to hear from Alia.
Just being able to speak about it and share my story in a way that would hopefully help somebody else who is in that same position.
I feel like people have kind of shared in the journey with her a little bit because they've seen her go through this over a number of years. For both of us, what we're looking to do is not be passive. We're not sitting here watching lupus negatively impact her life. We're going to try to do something about it, and we're going to try to bend the outcome to one that is better, hopefully, for her. What gives me hope is that we're finding new therapies, we're making breakthroughs, and I'm seeing it. Even Alia's medications are improving, her treatment is improving. With the resources that the LRA is pouring into lupus research, we're going to continue to make really rapid advancements over the next few years.
I always remind myself of what my uncle always tells me. We're not in this alone. We never have been, and we never will be.
I find it so rewarding. I think we're such a dynamic duo.
The best thing I can say is thank you. You're doing all of this to help me.
I really believe Alia and others who suffer from lupus deserve a life free from this disease.